Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam, and hello to Business Beaver. I am on a business trip right now, and so we are going to play our GAC as fast as we can because I have a place to get to for work. It has been non-stop for a couple days now, just kind of going from one thing to another. So I was planning on doing this stream with a little bit more time, but unfortunately we just haven't had that time. And we do have a stranger to take out on defense on the main account. Let me get my chat up and rocking on my phone because I only have one monitor today, so it's going to be a little, just a wee bit iffy for me having things going, you know. So let me just get my chat up so I can see all your wonderful smiling faces. Oh, quiet me. How dare you? Okay. Hey, Italian, good to see you. AJ, welcome. So what's the win-loss so far at the tables? I haven't gambled yet. I actually went to the stripper last night, and I gotta say, it was an interesting experience. I haven't been to Vegas since I was like 8 years old. It's been about 20 years. And dude, some of the things people say and do here is absolutely wild. It really is. You really good this round? Very nice, Burrito. Doing good, AJ. How are you doing, my friend? I haven't been able to take the time to... I was planning on playing this account while I was gone, but I just have not had time to play this account since I've been in Vegas because I've been just so incredibly busy. But I did let both my guilds know that I would be on this business trip and that I might not be able to play, so hopefully they aren't too mad at me. Steelhawk, welcome. Good to see you. Talion, congratulations on showing your dominance. I'm in Las Vegas right now, Talion. How empty is Vegas? Define empty. Are you talking like how many people? I don't have like a good metric on how many people should be here versus how many people are here. But it's not the most busy, that's for sure. It is nice though. Like I was out on the strip at like 10 o'clock at night and it was like 60 degrees, 50 degrees, somewhere in there. It's like, dude, this is incredible that it's nighttime and it's this during January. Oh, Zori team? There's no Finn Zeta, but still, I don't think that there's anything that... Alright. Okay, guys, the free-to-play account's dead right here. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. How are they doing for mods? 243 speed. Or faster by a significant margin. Okay, let's try this. Vegas had a terrible year financially. Oh, that's interesting. I had no idea. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, if we get rid of Rose, then it nullifies at least one of the Zetas. Do we have any... We don't have any buffs that we can steal. Especially this one. It says we can still target him, but I don't think I want to. I can target her for some reason. We'll take it. I hate this glitch with a chopper. It's so annoying. Oh, they're coming back. They have tenacity up, so there's not really any point in hitting that ability right now. Just try and get through the tank as fast as you can. Ooh, some turn meter removal. That's exactly what we needed. Push that into you. We're going to try and get another set of tenacity down going. Solid and... Okay, good spell. Beautiful, and look at that. We killed the Zori team. Perks of being faster. That's why you always want your Zori team fast. First week of the year, I expect to be jam-packed. I don't have like a good idea. I mean, I'm at a tech conference. That's what's going on right now, is a tech conference. So I don't know how many of those people are joining in on the festivities. This doesn't matter. I don't have time for this. We know we're gonna lose. We got our points. We beat a team. Great. But like, yeah, with Hans and Millennium Falcon in the lineup and us not having our B-Wing up and running, I think that's it for this account. We're gonna move on to the other account. We gotta get to that stranger. Let's see. Wrong account. The vibe we get outside the U.S. is that Vegas has been hit hard by the lack of tourism. I mean, I don't really pay attention. You guys got to keep in mind, like, I don't drink. I don't. Like 90% of what Vegas is here for is not things that I'm interested in. So, like, I don't know. Being in Vegas is not like something cool. Like, there's some really cool lights here. There's some amazing restaurants. I have tried out food because I you know, you guys know I grew up in Alaska, so like I've not tried so many types of food. So during this trip, I've tried shawarma. I've tried Indian food for the first time. What was the other one that I had not recently? Oh, I had Korean barbecue for the first time. Like the food here is absolutely incredible, but that's about the only reason to be here for myself, because I don't know. Okay, not galactic battles. Grand Arena, our opponent did get held up on a couple characters, making it so they had dropped a lot of battles. Us, on the other hand, we're going to play perfectly and full clear this guy. Okay, so we got JML here. We have any version of a Ray counter because there's no Hezra. This guy threw like kind of a crazy comp here with the Stranger. The Maul's a solid choice. Is the Maul a solid choice? The Maul's not going to call to assist, so the Maul's just a good choice here. It's not a solid choice. You know, unaligned force users being more powerful from Cal's good, but Ezra I feel like is just kind of a waste here. Who's the speed on this team? Is it about speed anymore? I don't know if it's about speed anymore. I don't see a Ahsoka on bottom wall. Is there an Ahsoka on top wall? No Ahsoka on top wall. We are in 5v5, so Ahsoka is a little scarier, but we also have Sith Eternal right now. They do have an Ahsoka. Okay, so we have Sith Eternal, though, and it's in 5v5, and there's no Hezra on it. So if they hide that in the back wall, I think we're fine. Let's, okay, so someone said Finzori works here, so we're gonna try Finzori first, because that is a solid counter I'm willing to utilize for this team as just kind of a go-to. I have a couple new crons lying around. I need to go through and get a couple more, but this should be a general use cron that I can use wherever. I'll probably use that. Hope you're enjoying your trip. Dude, I'm having a blast, dude. How's Vegas been? Honestly, so much fun. I've been hanging out with people that I really enjoy hanging out with. I've been at a tech conference where they unveil all types of like new technology and that type of thing. And so seeing what everyone else is working on, it's been really, really cool. I've been talking to a lot of people. Like I spent like an hour talking to one of the engineers, that works at Waymo for the self-driving cars, and like, you know, learned about that kind of stuff. It's been a lot of fun. Hey Grax, welcome. can you take us gambling? I'll give you money when we win. We can share 50-50. I don't know if it would violate the terms of service for YouTube if I were to be like, hey, anything you guys donate today, I will gamble. So I'm not going to say that because I'm guessing it might violate some terms of YouTube. Yeah, I'm using this mic today, which is going to be far less quality. I just don't have the ability to bring my mic on the go right now. We're going to be building out like a on-the-go version of my streaming setup very soon, just because I think I'm going to be traveling more throughout the next couple of years. So we're going to want to be able to be Beaver on the go. So, yeah. You say after spending tons of crystals rolling on shards for characters. Yeah, but like we kind of know that we're not going for the 330. I'm not sitting here like trying to gamble for a 330 over and over again. It's just like I'm trying to get enough to get a 5-star, and that's it. And then I move on, which is basically guaranteed. So I don't know. I feel like if I were playing something like Raid Shadow Legends, I'd definitely say this is gambling, but it's Galaxy of Heroes, so. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Stranger gets alert, Maul calls to assist, which calls, because he's using a basic, it's going to call Star Killer to assist. Okay, I got it now. Thank you, Grax. The Beaver's wearing a shirt. Yeah, it's wild. I know. Welcome, Caracol. Welcome. Fleery and Battle I was in then. Says if you guys are smart, we're not. Someone beat you to it, Con Warlock. What's a reliable ad-rad counter? Phoenix is a reliable ad-rad counter, or like Bosk Bounty Hunters is also a great counter for them. Have you ever gotten a 330 pole? I don't think so. No, I've never gotten one out of like just a random pull pack. Bosk, Mando, Grief, and then any other 2 characters that you want to throw in there. The whole shtick is you just hit contract and then you insta-kill Adrad, and then he can't be revived by Jin. And then from there, it's just kind of like, you take your time killing off everyone. It's not too hard of a battle. Okay, we're not gonna have music today because we are not on our own laptop, so we're kind of like, oh gosh, we're gonna get destroyed. I feel lied to. Like if they'd gone for him first, we would have been fine, but we're screwed. We got nothing left in our, yeah. Like we can't get away from this guy. We're just kind of stuck here. Speed problems? I mean, yeah, I guess you could consider it speed problems. Holy crap, what is this guy then? 324. How much speed does Stranger give? Oh, that's right. Hold on. They all get an extra 70 speed. I forgot about that. It's Star Killer that does that. That's not him. That's Star Killer. Goodness gracious, I forgot about the 70 speed. It's like, oh, this team will outspeed anything we see. Yeah, no, it will not. Okay, so someone said we're gonna go for budget counters first, and then we'll figure something out as we go. Someone said the CLS can do the trick. Dang, this is one I haven't re-rolled yet. I'm 3 people away from JML. Congratulations, my friend. They're immune to stun.
My goodness.
Okay, he's gone. Don't like that. I really don't like that. The extra turn shenanigans are... Oh my gosh, and the revive. The revive, dude. Do we have... We have translation. Oh, we're getting close to killing him. Honestly, this might be one of those teams where you just kill off like one person, and then you just leave it, and that's it. Because this is just with the Star Killer stuff, it's just brutal. Okay, we had Talzin was another counter that people said worked. We don't want a spirit, we want a zombie with a support cron. I swear I grabbed a support cron for these guys. It might be on defense right now, though. I didn't reroll that support cron for them. I think my support cron's on defense right now. Yeah, here's another support cron that I forgot to reroll. Yeah, my one support cron looks like it's on defense. Well, healer cron, not support. Healer cron. I think this is my only healer cron I have here, so. Yeah, healer cron. Pretty good, Eric. How are you doing, my friend? Oh no. Oh no. This is not going anywhere. Come back. I'm begging you. Okay. Things are going okay. Things are going okay. Things are just swell. Oh, that's a loss right there. We were close. I probably should have. No, because the AoE still would have killed me. Talzin being there wouldn't have done anything. But it might have saved her to be invisible. Because she did get absolutely obliterated. Oh, gosh. This team is awful. I think we're just going to be sitting here trying to beat this team, guys. Like, the Hezra doesn't do much besides preventing assists. The second that he ramps, it's over, sure, but the problem with the Stranger is every time you hit him with a new character, he gets a bonus turn, essentially. And so you're just going to sit there and give him 5 turns in a row to ramp. And so if you kill him off, or you try to kill him off first, you're essentially just shooting yourself in the foot. So here's the problem with using Queen Amidala. If we use Queen Amidala here, I don't have like a go-to counter for this team, especially with a Relic 9 in it. We could attempt like Great Mothers, but it's not looking great. So like I want to try Queen Amidala here. Gas? I think Gas is going to get wrecked by this. Keep in mind, Gas is not immune to instant defeats. I mean, if we get rid of this, this is our tank cron for our JML. What does their Balin look like? Yeah, I can't Gungan that. I think I'm gonna have to use a tank cron to get through it. I know Gas works without Omis. Well, there's definitely some Omis here. Am I like just destroying my ability to play? I am. I don't know what we're gonna do against Jabba now because we threw away our Night Sisters. We'll come up with something, I guess. A Relic 10 PK Hondo. Okay. I don't have a ton of time today, so I might have to leave suddenly. Just letting you guys know now. Malgus or Treya. Malgus is a problem because if you use Malgus here, then you don't have a counter to Boba if he's in the back wall, which is kind of important to have a counter for. Okay, let me put it to a vote because you know this is already looking like a not great GAC. For just us getting through even the front wall. Do you guys want to do a testing GAC where we test the Stranger, or do you guys want to do a full-on, like, full GAC where I go through every team? Because I could just throw every team I have in my roster at the Stranger, and we'll just back out if we get close to winning, and then we can just do a testing GAC to basically develop some counters against this team. What are you guys thinking? I don't have the ability to poll right now just because I'm on my phone, and so I don't think it'll let me. I'll see if I can do it on PC, but. Here we go. There you guys go. There's the poll. Pretty good, Billy. It's been fun. The food's been my favorite part. I've tried some foods I've never had before that were absolutely incredible. I've got to say Vegas is definitely one of the food capitals of the U.S. and it's great being here. It's a little weird I really haven't been in cities very often because I grew up in Alaska. I went to college in the middle of nowhere. So this is kind of my first time in a big city, and I'm honestly loving it. Ooh. It's crazy, Alex RG. That is crazy work. I saw that in passing yesterday just for my messages, and I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so it looks like you guys are. Okay, there we go. I changed the title to say "Testing the Stranger Super Comp" with my whole roster because we're just gonna sit here and do that. Let's do some stranger testing. Isn't it like 3 Kyber Lightspeed tokens and 2 Erodiums or something like that? Okay. So we've tried the 2 counters. It looked like Night Sisters has a real chance at winning. To be fair, my Night Sisters are not high relic levels whatsoever. If you saw them, they're like basically all relic 3 with a relic 7 Marin. So I do think that Night Sisters could be a viable counter, especially after the attacker Kron is gone. But we shall see. And if that's the case, I think that'll kind of kill this on defense. But let's just start using stuff. Obviously, we only have a certain amount of Datacrons that are going to be the nice Datacrons that we have, so we'll kind of be careful with those ones. But you know, we'll try to give every team at least 1 Datacron that we test. So. Let's see. We're starting off. We don't have any debuffs or anything. Yeah, let's try and go for this. Can we go all in on him? Because people have been talking about just going all in on him, so we're gonna try. It's gonna be rough because he's gonna get a lot of turns, but those turns are also going to feed turns into us. Them taking out Tarpals, there goes like all of my buff removal. I think there might have been a possibility if we didn't lose Tarpals, but I don't see like a big possibility here. Is he dealing true damage or is he insta-killing? Because he shouldn't be able to insta-kill. Okay. I gotta go check on something real quick. Yeah, this needs to stop. Give us some time. When the attacker Kron is gone, Maul will be here and he shuts down Revives, Hotels, and Night Sisters will be Royal Spruce. Yeah, so we'll mark Night Sisters off the list. But yeah, to put it in perspective with you guys, if you're looking at like trying to take this down with Zori, you guys saw what just happened to me. They have a 70 additional speed. I have a 349 speed Resistance Hero Finn, which is 384 speed Resistance Hero Finn after the buff from Zori. So, like, that was one of the fastest Zoris you'll see in this game, and I got stopped by it. So, keep in mind the 70 speed boost, and if you're beat their 70 speed boost, I think you're good. I'm gonna roll a 25% turn meter cron before next week's lock-in, and I think that'll give me what I need to be able to make that work. Okay, next up we're gonna go with Bo-Katan. I don't have a lot of hope for Bo-Katan, so let's throw it out though. Okay, Bo. Where'd that Kron go? Did I throw it on defense somewhere? I used to have a Kron that was like, you know, gain more power as people died. I don't remember what set. That might have been an expired set. So we'll just give them... Is it worth giving them a good Kron? Yeah, we'll give him a good Kron, give him a good chance. Okay, here we go.
No.
We've already lost one. Okay, we have we've used all our saviors now. Let's get rid of all the buffs. We can't call to assist here.
No.
Can we just? I doubt we can. We can try though.
No. No.
Is there a revive on the stranger? Can he revive himself, or can he only revive other allies? Because that might be I don't know if this is a dub yet, because Maul could still absolutely destroy our day, but like that could be just a you know, you just blitz out him and kind of call it a day there. Yeah, that might not be a dub, but that is an easy cleanup. That is a super easy cleanup. Now keep in mind we did have a 15% cron. Also keep in mind they have an attacker cron. So, you know, skewed results of course. But Bo-Katan looks like there's a possibility that she can just blitz down the stranger in one go and call it a day. That was a Relic 8 Bo-Katan Mandalore. The rest of the team's Relic 7, except for Baby Bo is Relic 5. Also keep in mind you're not going to get the revive that we had on Baby Bo once Spider Maul comes around. But I don't think Baby Bo was not necessary for that to happen. It was mostly just IG and Bo-Katan is all you needed for that to happen. So if Visas was there, okay. Yeah, don't worry, we're forfeiting. We're forfeiting. Okay, so someone mentioned 501st. I'm not hopeful JML's going to win this, so we're gonna give Gas everything that he can possibly want. Unless there's a 15% cron that we can just throw. Yeah, I mean, we're not using this right now, so yeah, let's just throw a 15% cron on them and call it a day, and we'll see what happens. Someone said Gas beats it without Omicrons. I doubt we're going to beat it with Omicrons, and also, you know, we have Ezra Bridger here, which doesn't help. The fact that they can attack other people is actually kind of helping us here. Yeah, we're just getting obliterated. And Maul's hard-coded to always target wrecks, and so you end up with just not having your cooldowns. Yeah, we're not ramping enough damage. I mean, we're doing good damage, like, we are ramping. The problem is it's just not quite fast enough. We're not staying alive long enough. If we had given them the 99% protection cron that I had, I think we could have probably killed off Ezra and maybe one more. And keep in mind anti-revive, so I definitely think there's a chance with gas. If there wasn't this attacker cron that they have, or if there's a less good comp, I think you might be able to pick apart this team with gas. So far we have Gas and Bo-Katan as pick-apart teams. Night Sisters seem like a very viable one for now. And then turn meter train teams that can keep the turn meter train going. Also CLS if you're trying to pick apart it. Because keep in mind while we're doing this testing and everything, keep in mind that Starkiller here, he if the conditions for this ability were met at the start of battle, you need to have all of this going. Otherwise, everything in there turns off. As well as with Stranger, I mean, let's take a look. No Galactic Legislature, exactly. Then it gets all of this. So it turns off like a lot of their leadership abilities, a lot of their unique abilities just to pick apart and kill one person. So this might be a team like we were theorizing with the missions Albar Cron, where it's like you just send in a team to kill off someone, then you wait out the 5 minutes. You know, you're just gonna absolutely take one battle dropped just to make sure that you can get through it, because trying to one-shot this is just a little too scary. So do we need to go soon? Yeah. Huh? Okay, sounds good.
Look, I'm here on the chat.
For those of you who don't remember, that is Striker. You'll see him in chat a lot. Or you can watch our first blind GAC, and we did it with him. Yeah, no, we're absolutely not winning. Like, they just dropped the Stranger from the Acolyte, and he synergizes with Starkiller, and it's so gross. He has 3 insta-kills baked into his kit. So we're throwing everything in the roster at him to see what wins, so that way other people don't fail.
I gave that for you, but you're behalf.
Oh, AKNB. Remind me what the other name is. Why am I spacing? Good to see you, AK. The symbol looks different than it usually does, though, and so I'm struggling. No, there's one other one, Alex RG, and it's Striker. That's the only other person. Everyone else is Grax, though. I will confirm. Okay, so we're going to try JML. JML with you, and we'll use like the full lineup of like what we have for datacrons and stuff. Oh no, that's right. We already used our healer cron, so we don't need this. We need this. So we're using this cron for this team. I don't have a lot of hope. This team kind of crumbles underneath, like lots of speed and turn meter. Are they immune to ability block? It's just daze and stun, right? Yeah, they're not immune to ability block. I've been screwed by ability block crons on this team, unless Stranger himself prevents ability blocks. I don't actually know. I don't think we have enough damage to kill him in one tap. He's Relic 8, so we're not going to be like reducing damage or anything. I don't know. We do have an extra 100%. I think we got to play this in a way that other players can repeat, and I don't think we can rely on that damage for other players. So we're going to try and hit ability blocks. I think it's going to be most important here to go all in on Maul. Because we gotta stop the bonus turns, essentially, is what I'm seeing here. So we'll hit that. We're gonna pass this over to you. Oh, I don't want to hit this because otherwise it's gonna give Stranger a bonus turn. We'll see how it goes. Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and hit this. Dang, how do you take a turn before me? Jerk. Okay, this honestly isn't bad right now. We're kind of stuck behind JML. Oh, and there goes the... Okay, yeah, that's it. We're gone. Yeah, that maul, if we'd been able to get out the maul, I think we would have been fine. We would have stopped the Unleashed, but it's too much. We couldn't get through them. We got close, but we couldn't quite get through them. I think there's a possibility here, but... and we're looking at 130% crit damage and 100% armor penetration right now. Okay. Should have tried JKL lead since he stopped Stranger speed ramp. Well, he should. Yeah. I think it's a good point. It does stop the speed ramp. But I don't know if you'd have enough damage to even get through the team at that point without the call to assist. Okay, so next up we're going to use Sith Empire and we're going to try Malgus. Malgus. And we want... I think we have a Kron for these guys. Yeah, here we go. I made this Kron for them. I think each time Jedi Knight Luke takes a turn, he sets the speed there. So I think it'll continue to drop the Stranger speed each turn regardless. Okay, we're gonna want to avoid the Stranger for a second. Dang, we gave him too much turn meter. Oh, that's such a pain. We were right there. We were gonna... I mean, we can suck this. That's still not enough damage? Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. How did he survive the suck? Is there, like, some amount of defense that I'm missing here? Get rid of the buffs at least. Ooh, I actually hate this Kron for this. That is a terrible thing for a Kron to do for this team. The fact that they're assisting, that could have been really good. Oh no. Hold on. He does have both his Zetas. So they should be anti-fear, shouldn't they? I think that there's a way that we could have killed someone off of this team and just, like, called it there. We were struggling, but I do think there's a way you could kill someone on the team. But isn't Starkiller anti-fear? It's a Zeta, so it'd be Force Energy, right? He is immune to fear. It is just him, that's right, okay. We're gonna go for a regular... We're not gonna use a Datacron, like, we're not gonna use the Darth Vader Datacron thing. We're just gonna use, like, a Dooku, just as, like, a... You know, hey, here's what a Bane would look like. Yeah, only Starkiller's immune to fear, yeah. Dang, Billy. Okay, so let's reduce cooldowns, or increase cooldowns, rather. Okay. We'll stop there. Bane works. We haven't even lost Dooku. Bane works. Okay, moving on. It's so great. I love Bane so much. Okay. Separatist. Mandalorian. And what else do I need? Empire. Oh my gosh, yeah. Can you stay alive? Oh, hey, Latte Money, welcome, welcome, Vader, good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry, Marcus, that's rough, my friend. Thanks, I'm about to go to some work stuff, 1711. Yeah, that's rough when you have someone close like that pass away. The best thing that I can give you for grief, you know, it might be very hard at first, but one of the things that's always helped me the most when I lose someone is you take something from them, something you enjoy, some aspect of their, you know, personality or their mannerisms that you really enjoyed, that was really special to you, something that you appreciated about them, and you apply that in your own life. You add that to your repertoire of skills, or attempt to, you know, and that way, as you do those things for other people, that were, you know, something that you found special whenever they did it for you, that they're just kind of there with you. So, something to think about. Yeah, you know what beverage I like, and then just I don't know, just grab me anything, striker. Honestly, why the Ezra on the team? I mean, it prevents assists and kind of gives them a semi mini taunt. Otherwise, it doesn't really do much for the team. But that in and of itself is pretty annoying. Back. Dang, Billy. Okay, so we have quite a few things to still use. Let's go for mercenaries next. I don't have the best mercenary team here. Let's just go fill the sign of donuts. Here's 15% Kron. Let's give him a bulk Kron. Absolutely, Marcus, and you know, at least you'll be around here, and we can at least give you something to get your mind off of it. That's not gonna do much besides piss them all off, but why not? Can't get days. Am I crazy? He now has massively overpowered. That only lasts one turn. What just happened? There's no way that was the insta kill, right? That was straight damage, because this team can't be insta killed. Are you just doing testing? Yeah, I'm just doing testing. Okay, normally I wouldn't use something like this, but we are doing testing. Usually I throw this on my on my other team. Looks like I have my, what is his name, Cassian over on defense right now. We'll throw Bist in, remove Chirrut, throw Pow in. I don't know how good this team is, but it's not really about having a good team. It's about letting them sit there and be cheesed. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive. That's it. Unless they go for Jin over and over again. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive pulling it out of the sky anyways. Yeah, here they're about to pull it out of the sky right here. Yeah, and because they targeted him. Yeah, it's way too iffy. I think there's a chance. I don't think it's a high chance whatsoever. But I think there's a chance you could kill someone off with that. Okay, so my first instinct when I first saw this team was this. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And we'll give them their fancy fangled cron that I have for them as well. Cassian saw, yeah, it was just I needed a rebel fighter. My rebel fighters aren't high relic right now. We just got rid of a big damage dealers thing from him, and it was just our little gal. And so now we're back to right here. Okay, now here's my problem. I could time this out and call it a day, and that could be our dub for here, is we just kill someone immediately. My problem is, if I hit this AoE, I think I might kill them all. There's a very strong chance I kill them all. So I think we're going to write down... I think we're going to write down Queen Amidala as a win. This is PC, unfortunately. This is PC. This is the PC client, so I can't turn on airplane mode right now. So... you can all F4, but we don't have any guarantees that that we can like back out in time. You want one-shot Ezra? Guys, keep in mind here. We're gonna walk you guys through it real quick. What I'm looking at. So not only is it a relic 9 that we have, right? So we're gonna have relic delta to some degree on everyone, but on top of that, we have an additional 180% crit damage whenever an ally starts his turn with at least 2 buffs. We did gain another 5% offense stacking until the end of the encounter, so he now has an increased 5% offense. Plus, whenever an ally inflicts a debuff on an enemy, all attacker allies gain accuracy up, and 5% offense stacking, max of 120%, which requires that we hit, let's see, 5%, that's going to be 24 that we need to hit for debuffs, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, we have the 24 debuffs that we needed to hit max damage on this Kron. as well as whenever they use a special ability, they deal damage that turn is increased by 5% for each buff on that enemy. So we got 1 there. We got, what is that? Another 15% damage there. We have another 20% damage there. And we have another 25% damage there. Like, you can just disconnect. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna be honest. This is probably something I should have prepped beforehand. It sounds like you guys want me to try this. Okay, so I will try it, and then if it kills everyone, I'm gonna immediately try and Alt F4. The answer is yes. uh So Quadme will be a good answer for this regardless. I think we can write down Quadme as a dub. Okay. Next up on our list, we have... We'll save kind of our good GLs for last. This is no ally GL, right? Yeah, it'd be silly if it was no enemy GL, because this is meant to kill GLs. So it's kind of the point. It's supposed to be an anti-GL team. Okay, we don't have Luthen, so no Mon Mothma team. We don't have Dark Cyclone, so no Tarkin. Imperial troopers are not going to be fast enough. They're just going to get blitzed down immediately. Unaligned force users next. And we'll give them a good comp too. Not you. Yeah, the only person we're missing, okay, yeah. And usually I'd give them like a 15% cron. Let's go ahead and give them that one. Give them some good crit damage, some good armor penetration. Good JML didn't work, Jornado. There's a chance that you could kill out like one person and then time it out, I think. But JML just, it doesn't work very well. No, you do not, David. If you glitch out or anything, you lose your team. So make sure you're on a stable internet connection and all that type of stuff. Inquisitors are on defense right now, unfortunately. We got Snazzy Beaver before GTA 6. Oh gosh. Okay. Turn on these guys. My JML, I was using it doesn't matter. It's Jornado. I was using a 100% protection cron. Honestly, I don't actually want to hit this ability. Theirs is 100% turn meter. They're about to take a turn regardless. They're about to take 100%, or they have 100% turn meter. They're about to take a turn. They have critical hit immunity, which is a pain in the butt. I feel like if we go for Maul, we're not delaying the inevitable if we go for Maul, because if we go for Maul, then we can kill off Maul, and the moment the Maul is killed off is the moment that they can't revive him, which slows down their entire roll. Whereas I'm unsure with the critical hit immunity if I can kill off the Stranger because he's pretty beefy, but Maul is pretty weak that I think I could get through him. That was a tickle. We're screwed. We are literally not doing anything. Don't love that. Dang. I was hoping for a little bit more oomph there. Okay, the Savior's coming in clutch here. Okay, there we go. That's the dub. Yeah, with the Savior mechanic that's built into this team, it looks like we're pretty much fine here. Yeah, that's a dub. Okay. Ufu's work, whether or not Maul is required, I think is up in the air. I feel like Maul didn't do as much as I wanted him to, but he still did put in some good work. So, up to you guys whether or not you think Maul is required, but that's a dub right there. So. Hey Jan, welcome. Going pretty good. Yeah, can you make a list of these Grax? I appreciate it. Help me remember real quick. Okay, so we have turn meter trained teams can work if you're fast enough, but the problem is the team has 70 speed additional. So you can get a like a CLS to work or a Zori to work, but worst comes to worst, you can still just kill one person. So it's been like JML, Malgus, CLS, Zori, have all felt like it's just you can get a guy out and call it a day. We've been able to win with Ufus. We've been able to win with Queen Amidala, Bane. Night Sister seems like there's a chance of them working right now, but it's a little iffy, especially if you have low relic levels, because one AoE just kind of one taps you out of existence. Is there anything else that I'm missing here that we've gone over that seemed promising or anything like that? Oof, yeah, that's rough. We're just testing what teams can beat this. Okay, we're gonna try and blitz down him because we're not dealing damage here, so he shouldn't take the turn. We're gonna give it to him. Yeah, that's the loss right there. They have too many turns in a row, dude. And there's no way that you can get fast enough to counter that, because keep in mind, once again, that's like a good speed Night Mothers or Great Mothers, and so unless your full team's like 300 speed, we didn't even get a single turn. So unless your whole team's 300 speed and they're like 250 speed, I don't see this working. I think Night Mothers is too fragile to really pull anything off there. Okay, I appreciate you, Grax. I'm away from home and I have to leave like right after this, so I appreciate you. I do have SLKR on my roster ready to test. I have not tested him yet. Give me some time. I'm running out of teams. We're down to the last couple. I have a theory. It's a stupid theory, but I want to believe if Hezro is not here, that we could do something like this. Also, who are we missing? We're missing Zam. Zam's on defense. Yeah, like I'm almost positive you would need Zam to pull this off. But I want to believe that Zam could beat this. Because they don't have any like super high speed characters in general in a lineup for this team. So you bring in this team, it's very, very fast, and you just insta kill someone. I don't even know if you need the 20% turn meter, because with the Zam, I mean, you're usually shooting for 330 speed for this team for Bosk and Grief Karga, and then the turn meter gives you what you need to get the last little bit. So 330 speed is like your minimum, and then add a 70 speed from Zam, well modded Zam, and you have 400 speed, and so you should be faster than everyone on their team. And so you should be able to go in and own the turn meter train and be able to get one person out. You'll probably die off, but I want to believe that with Zam, we'll bring Zam on offense if my opponent has a stranger this next round, and we'll test this and see if it works. But it's not going to work with what we have here. But I don't think I don't think you need a cron for it. I think it'll just work. I'll do some reading of kits, but I want to believe that works. Just remember, landing debuffs and crits will give Stranger and team turn meter. Yes, but they can't out turn meter what you're doing, essentially, because you're going to have more speed overall. Plus, you're getting the turn meter bonus from Mando's critical hits, and so the mass swarms are going to give Mando more than 100% critical, or more than 100% turn meter before anyone else hits 100% turn meter. And so you're going to end up with taking at least 3 turns in a row before they take any turns. So you should be able to insta-kill before anything else. It's already 410. Yeah, and so, I mean, I can do the math. Hold on. Because my Zam's crap right now. 300 speed plus 5% for each bounty hunter ally, right? Hold on, let's go read Zam's kit, so I know exactly how much we're actually getting from Zam. Because my Zam's garbage right now. I have not touched my Zam in 3 to 5 business years. Actually, 3 to 5 business years. So my Zam definitely needs a remod. So yeah, we're at 285 right now with 102 speed. 5% speed for each other bounty hunter ally. Okay. So if we assume 300 speed, 5% for each bounty hunter ally, is that each other? Each other. So 20% is 60. You're getting 60 additional speed, so 360, and then 20% of 360 is going to be 2 times 6 is 12, so that's only 72 speed right there. If we got her to 330, I don't think it would add a significant margin of speed. You'd probably get her up to the area of being in like the 400s area, and then she'd share 20% of that. and 400, 20% is 80 speed. Yeah, so with 80 speed, you could probably do it. So I think that there is a modding set that we could probably pull off with bounty hunters to make it so you're faster. And I also don't think most people are going to be running a 340 speed stranger, but I mean, you do have 2 light side people and 3 dark side people, so it's kind of split up pretty well that you could do it. I think there's a way that we could do it, Grax. We'll do some testing when I can. I don't love giving up the Boba team, but I'm willing to do it for the testing for this. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? We have Mirror Match, we have Phoenix, we have Treya. Oh, this is gonna win. We're good. We're good, guys. This is gonna win. Okay. Phoenix, Sith Triumvirate. This is obviously gonna lose. But, you know, we are doing the testing, you know. Get rid of Bastila. And then... I don't know what the best... I assume it's this. Well, this is such low relic. Relic Delta is just gonna murder us. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? What else? We got Imperial Remnant. Yes, we are throwing garbage teams. I know. We do not have a full Imperial Remnant team. That's right, because we did Night Mommies. So no Imperial Remnant. Let's see. What else do we got? Sith Triumvirate. Be a little bit of Relic Delta, but not a ton. I'm currently in the process of fixing this team. How bad do you think Leia loses? We'll see. That buff immunity from him is going to be a pain in the butt. That's going to, I think, stop this from working at all. You're not really going to do anything with your turn. If you hit anything, you're basically just screwing yourself. He's going to take his turn regardless. Can we just at least get a... Nope. Okay. Nope. No such luck. Yeah, and there goes him. There goes him. There goes her. And there goes her. But Vader will solo. Okay, so nothing there that really looked promising. Let's do a mirror. It's not going to be a perfect mirror, obviously. So, Sith, Stranger, Online Force User. We need 2 Dark Side Ufus. We're just going to use Classic because I don't have another. Light Side Ufu. Visas Mars too low. Let's use Stick Ray. Nah, we'll use Fulcrum. Relic 9 Fulcrum. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jedi. We'll use a classic Jedi here. Here's what we're gonna get that. I don't know what any of these do. Okay, so let's clear off all those buffs. Yeah, we're losing people fast. Yep, it's gone. The mass ability block from Ezra is honestly awful. Palp's debuff train. Give him any debuffs is a problem. So get you kick-started is the biggest problem there. Okay, I think really Phoenix is the last thing I have, and then after Phoenix we're going straight into our last two GLs, and then we're calling it a day. Okay, so that's for, hey, we have one for SLKR, so we'll just skip that. Yep, okay. Wow, beautiful start. Okay. Good point, Tornado. Close gag. It's true, AR, it's true. He's gonna get an extra turn. We honestly might lose Leia just to Maul. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, was everything was going to fall off to some degree. That's a dub. Doesn't really matter what else happens here. That's a dub. Oh my goodness gracious. Looks like we might lose anyways, but it's enough that I would count it as a dub. I don't think we can get anywhere close to killing off him. Yeah. The fact that we haven't even gotten close to a ultimate yet is actually kind of wild to me. Okay. Dub. Quotation marks. Okay, last battle. Here's my question for you guys. Do you want the First Order Special Forces Cron? My comp is based around Special Forces First Order Cron. Otherwise, we're using Sith Trooper. You want without the Cron? We're still going to give them the Cron, but we won't give them the Special Forces, so they won't have the cheese. So they'll still have a tank. This will still be a style. So do you guys want to do no OP DC? Okay. So it sounds like you guys don't. We're still gonna maintain the Cron because they're using an insane Cron as well, and so to combat that Cron, we are gonna use our own Cron, but we won't give them special forces just so that way they don't get the cheese and the extra stuff on that. So basically, Dark Side Ray with good Cron versus these guys. All of them are immune to stun, so it doesn't necessarily matter who I poke. I just need to start working on someone. Can't gain turn meter, so we might as well just hit him and go all in on him. Yeah, there you go. That is an easy dub. Yeah, these Hux prevents turn meter. So, yeah, you can kind of call it there and make sure that you kill them off. Can we poke him to death? Yes, we can. Okay. And then we can try and let's basic him to death. Basic him to death. And there's the dub. Okay. So there's your guys' win with SLKR. No special forces Cron. Keep in mind things that shut down turn meter. So like JMK is also going to work here with this type of stuff because JMK shuts down turn meter. So the whole thing where he gets bonus turns every time that he gets hit by a new enemy turns off entirely. So I think that teams that can turn off turn meter even temporarily are going to do a lot for keeping this guy in check and keeping him from ramping early. SLKR looks like a solid win. Keep in mind this is Darkside Ray dependent as you're looking at it. It may not look like it because Darkside Ray never got a turn, but each time we're killing each of these guys, their Darkside Ray is resetting turn meter to give SLKR another turn. So this is Ray dependent. I wouldn't say it's Datacron dependent though. So there you guys go. I think this is my last team, so we're just gonna go in and get the win. I think even with Dark Side Maul, I think JMK is still gonna win. What does my SLKR mods look like? I can show you after this battle. Let me just get the dub real quick. Um, 22 battles, nice. So I have 22 teams on offense, ish. Good to know. .573 speed. So nothing too crazy. No, it's a solid GL speed, but 550 is probably good enough. So. well, Kenju had no Gakomis. Yeah, but it's also, you know, it's AI that's not very smart in how to play the game whatsoever. Like, JMK's team honestly has some pretty stupid overall AI. $550 is not even good enough for Java, dude. You can't you can't compare GL speeds because they're all different speeds. $550 speed is literally like the max amount that you can get on Java, dude. There's not really much more you can do past 180 unless you're rolling insane mods, and even then you're looking at like 190 area, and that's about it. Java is at 550 period. SLKR, you know, once again I'm at the 180 area, where you can't get much more than that unless you're getting real lucky with mods, and even then you're not getting much more than like 10 more additional speed. So yeah, you can get 565 on Java. Is that going to change a singular counter that exists in the game? You use Fu Hux combo against Java? I used to. I don't anymore now that I have Dark Side Ray. It's not really necessary, but I used to. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for giving a damn. I unfortunately don't have like an end screen or anything on this wonderful trip because, you know, this is not my computer. So I'm kind of jury rigging this whole thing. Darth Vader for ult charge? You're crazy. You're shutting down like all of Hux's kit. The whole point of Hux with First Order is to make it so that way he shuts down Turn Meter. Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to go up against a team and not use a full First Order team with SLKR, the only times you do that is if you're throwing Wat Tambor and like the armor in there. That is the only time, because you're getting enough like actual value out of it that it's worth dropping the full First Order. But in general, full First Order is always going to be your best bet when it comes to SLKR. Always has been, always will be. I'm not going to have time today to get to this. We're driving back tonight. I could get to this. So I'll help out with my Rise of the Empire tonight. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for giving a damn. Hopefully this testing was helpful. If you want the full notes on who worked, who didn't, it sounds like Grax is going to go through and grab those for me, which I love Grax for doing that. And then I will post them in the Discord in the damn announcements channel. So make sure you go down the link down below to join the Discord if you haven't already, or type in !Discord right now. So that way you can get the link to the Discord as soon as the stream ends. The bot will go deactivate itself, so you won't be able to use that command anymore. So quick, do it now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for giving a damn. I appreciate each and every one of you joining me here in wonderful Las Vegas, and I will see you guys back in the dam on Friday. I'm heading back today, so we will be back very, very soon. Love you all, and I will see you in the next video.